Hello, welcome to another video by myself, Lori S. Kornblum. I'm an attorney and I teach at MATC in the legal research program, in the paralegal program at MATC in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And today's video that we're going to bring you is about how to cite state cases. There are two kinds of state cases that have official reporters and state cases that don't have official reporters. So first we're going to talk about states that have official reporters, and that means that the state actually publishes its own book of cases with its own name. So the convention for those kinds of cases, and convention means the way it's usually done, is you have the name of the case, plaintiff versus defendant, which is always italicized or underlined. You have the official reporter, which is the reporter with the name of the state in, volume reporter, and first page. You then have the regional reporter, volume reporter, and first page, and then you have the year. So please note that specific rules for each state are in the Blue Book in T1 for United States jurisdictions, so just use this as a general guide. So let's look at some specific examples. Here's one from Nebraska from 1997. The plaintiff is Hilliard, always, versus Robertson, that's the defendant. And the official cite is 253 Nebraska 2nd 232. We can tell that it's Nebraska because it says NEB for Nebraska. The regional reporter is the Northwest 2nd citation, 570 Northwest 2nd 180, and the year is 1997. In Ohio, let's look at an example from Ohio. There's a case called Smith versus Paget, but please note that after 2002 there is an additional citation system for Ohio, which is a public domain citation format. So if you are working in Ohio law, you need to look that up. The name of the plaintiff here is Smith. The name of the defendant is Paget. And the state is Ohio. We can tell because it says Ohio. So the official citation is 32 Ohio State 3rd, page 344, and the regional reporter is 513 Northeast 2nd, 737. That means if you were to find this case, you could find it either in the Ohio Reporter at page 344 or in the Northeast Reporter, volume 513, page 537. Fitzpatrick versus Scalzi is the same kind of thing. This is from Connecticut. We have the same as the name of the plaintiff, the name of the defendant. The official reporter is 72 Connecticut App 779. And the regional, they're in the Atlantic 2nd, 806 A 2nd 593, and that's from 2002. Please note with California that California actually has two reporters in addition to the Pacific reporter. They have the California Reports, which is abbreviated CAL, Cal 2nd, Cal 3rd, and Cal 4th. And then there's the West California Reporter, which is Cal Reporter 2nd, Cal Reporter 3rd. The way that you do your citations is you always do the California Reports first, which is Cal 2nd, Cal 3rd. You then do the West California Reporter and then the Pacific Reporter. Because California is so big, it has two regional reporters. So let's look at this. Kruger versus Wells Fargo Bank, you can figure out who the plaintiff and defendant are. And then your official citation is this citation here, 11 Cal 3rd 352. 362 is just the pinpoint site where I got this citation from. That's the specific page number. But again, this is the first page, this is the volume, and this is the Cal Reporter. The second citation is the West Reporter citation, which is 113 Cal Reporter 449, and then the regional is 521 P 2nd 441. This is a case from 1974. Similarly, the Gay Law Students Association, you have the California Reporter first. This is the pinpoint site. You have the California Reports first, then the California Reporter, and then the Pacific second. Colorado is a state that has its own regional reporter, 189 Colorado 234, and then they publish in the Pacific Second, 539 P. Second, 1241. So what do you do if you have a state that does not have an official reporter? The citation convention in those states is the regional reporter is the official citator. So there you would have the name of the case, plaintiff versus defendant, always italicized or underlined. And then you would have the regional reporter with the same thing, volume, reporter, and first page. But the difference is you would have the state and court and the year. So in this case, you have a case from the Indiana Court of Appeals. You have the plaintiff is Reeves, the defendant is Dolan, and then you have 915 Northeast 2nd 556, which is the regional reporter. But to show that it's from Indiana, you have the court, Indiana App, comma, and then 2009. So the state citation and the regional citation are the same. Here's another one from Indiana, but this is the Supreme Court. So again, you have the name of the plaintiff, the name of the defendant, you have the regional reporter citation, which is also the official state citation. And this is the pinpoint cite. The way you tell is that it has the court and the year. Indiana 2003. Again, we have an example from Texas Civil App. We have only the Southwest citation. This is the pinpoint cite. And we have Texas Civil App 1977. So there you have it. If you only have a state reporter, if you have state reporters that are official state reporters, then your citation convention is the name of the case, the official reporter, and then the regional reporter, and then the year. If you have a state where you do not have an official citation format for reporter, you have your convention is the name of the case, then you have the regional reporter citation, and then you have in parentheses the state and court, comma, and then the year, so that you can distinguish them. And that, my friends, is a review of state citation format. I hope this was helpful for you, and you can always stay tuned and see my other videos.